point. Wow.
What, we got a luck point already? We didn't even go live yet.
I got a luck point,
guys.
guys.
This? Oh.
So that I don't die.
Derek coming in big, giving a luck point to Vix. He says, you can't die.
Thank you.
Welcome, everybody, to Kindred Lists. This is episode 33 right here, Proficiency Bonus. My name is Michael, your most humble and merciful Dungeon Master for the evening. I want to throw out some quick shout-outs of our sponsors. We want to thank Twitch and Streamlabs OBS for supporting us and allowing us to be affiliated with them. We also want to thank our good friends at Little Dragon Corp and Cardboard Castle Games for all their support. You can type in the codes !Little Dragon and !CCG in the chat to get quick links to both of their storefronts. If you visit Little Dragon Corp, you want to buy some really cool dice, you can use that coupon code PROBONUS to get 10% off of your order. So make sure you go visit them, because they got some really cool stuff. Both places, I know. So, thank you guys. Oh, what is this?
That's nothing back to what you're doing. Look away from the screen.
Derek.
Pay no attention to the...
Derek, you are so nice. DM inspiration. I will take it. I will take it and put it in my pocket for this wonderful encounter that
Please,
we have
no.
going on.
What have you done?
Before we get started with a recap and before we get started in the session, I do have two things that I want to bring up that I do want to retcon. I made some rules decisions last game that were incorrect, and I want to retcon those rules so that way we know what the rule is officially and how we're going to rule it from here on out. So first of all, Vix, you can take away your failed death save for when you fell unconscious last week, because on Grinthark's attack, he has slashing damage and he has fire damage. That's and, so they're both as counted as one strike. So technically, when you went unconscious, the fire damage is still a part of that same attack, so it wouldn't spur a automatic failed death save. So you can take that off, and if Diana, if
Sweet.
I know I did that to you last week, if that ever happens again, we know that rule will not count. So that's not how that works.
Sweet.
So good thing I didn't screw that up big time, or that would have been a really, really wild roller coaster ride for all of us this week.
Diana could have been dead.
Yeah. Diana is alive now all of a sudden. Look at this. So
Real quick, we
All
have
of a sudden,
a-
cried for nothing. No.
we got a player inspiration for Ashlyn too.
Ashlyn, player inspiration. There you go.
Bring it all out. We need it all.
Nice. There is one other rule that I want to retcon. I did make a decision that the mobs did not get opportunity attacks. Looking towards it, what I'm going to do in the future is, because it seems that they should be able to at least, so what I'm going to do is allow mobs to take one opportunity attack, but that opportunity attack counts for the entire mob. So like, say there's a group of 8 guys surrounding you as a mob, you run away, only one opportunity attack will get to be made from the mob.
Okay.
Last week I ruled it that they didn't get an opportunity attack, which I think they should regarding like other rules within the game. So, all right, so that's all my screw ups that I got out of the way first. We're gonna get that out of the way. So, internet, there you go. I mess up pretty much every episode, so I'm gonna keep that streak going. I guarantee it.
Looking better. I'm looking better now, guys.
These are happy accidents.
Happy accidents, right?
Yeah.
We're painting a picture here at D&D with happy little trees. It's all good. So, last time, our party confronted Grinthark, this terrible Baylor from the Abyss. He came with some of his closest companions. You guys also found that he had another companion, an individual that you recognized as Norian, the king's advisor. King meaning Ashlyn's father from Tesselis. He came out and transformed into some kind of attractive but devilish looking creature with thin black leathery wings and a keen eye for all of you, as he seemed to be able to disappear for a time and then come back into existence. Tried to turn Diana against some of her friends in the process. He has since disappeared as conflict started to begin, as you guys were trying to figure out a way to negotiate getting this crystal shard away from Grinthark. Callista stepped forward and tried to use Gaius against Grinthark. Unfortunately, he was equipped with some legendary resistances that helped him to withstand those pressures. Burnt one immediately, because that wasn't going to happen. It was a nice try, though. And conflict began, and right now, we had some couple close calls. Peric, the Archdruid, got surrounded by some ghasts that were coming out from the tower, some minions of Grinthark. We also had Diana fall unconscious for a time being. Was healed and brought back, and Ashlyn picked her up and took her out of harm's way. But now, with a standoff with Molfin, Molfin has taken the crystal, actually taken the whole belt of Grinthark. He has possession of it. He took it into the ethereal plane and hid it in a magic chest. And Grinthark wants it back. And he has threatened that if you don't give it to him, he's going to kill all of your friends. And we left off with that standoff as Vix fell to the ground unconscious and on fire.
Right.
So let's get the combat music rolling back on, ladies and gentlemen, because we're still in that mess. So I'm going to throw some combat music back on here. And Grinthark gets to use his movement. So, since Vix is unconscious, he starts flying. And he ignores Molfin and flies and starts to hover about 25 feet above Lachlan. Who is terrified
Who's really terrified
of Grinthark. That ends his turn. But Callista, Ashlyn, Diana, you guys all start hearing more rumblings coming from that open space within the tower. And you can hear creatures running up towards the entrance. It seems that there are more coming. And you notice creatures that start to come out of the darkness, and they're coming with great speed as they're leaping over the broken bits of rock and broken bits of this fortress. They're just jumping and leaping over top of it. You notice that they look like very tall, muscular orcs, but they're different. They have massive, what looks to be almost tiefling-like horns that protrude out from each side of their head. And they have these glowing red and gold eyes that seem to almost beam with hatred towards you as they start to run out. It looks like they're all wielding these massive blades. It looks like about 8 of them are emerging from this area. I'm going to go ahead and put them on the map here in just a moment once I pull them over here to where they are. And I'm going to have Callista. Actually, what these are going to be, they're going to be 2 mobs of 4. So these are going to count as mob groups.
Oh no.
And I'm going to kind of organize them around 2 of the players here that I think they would probably go after. It doesn't look like they can get like completely surrounding of Ashlyn at this time. So I'm going to say that they're both going to be, 1 mob is going to go towards Callista. As Callista starts to get surrounded as they emerge. And the other mob, since Diana seems to be the closest to the opening here, they're going to all come towards Diana. So, once again, with mob groups, how a mob works is we take their attack bonus versus your armor class. So, Callista, what is your armor class currently?
You might be muted.
Well, I'm not an elemental anymore, so currently it's a 15.
Oh, 15, okay. So the way it works is these guys have a +7 bonus to hit. So that means what we do is we have to take what it would count for them to roll to be able to hit you. So I'm gonna do some math here. I know 7 will be 14, so they would need to roll
Carry
an
the 8.
They would need to roll an 8 in order to hit you. So that means that the zone is attackers needed for 1 hit would be 2. So every 2 creatures that surround you hits you. So you're surrounded by 4, so you're gonna get hit twice with the averages. The total damage for those hits as they come in with these swords is going to be the first hit is for 9 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And the second one is worth 13 points of slashing damage. As you're trying to dodge out of the way from these. So 22 total. The other ones, Diana, what is your armor class?
18.
18. So they would need to roll an 11. And it's in the same zone that Callista was in. So 2 of these strikes will hit you as well as they're coming out snarling at you. So the first one's 11 points of slashing damage, Diana. And then 15 points of slashing damage for the second one.
Ah.
These creatures are much quicker than the gas and look much more menacing.
Do they seem like devil in origin or demon? Is it because you said tiefling?
Yes.
Tiefling horns.
True. Yeah. You're not 100% sure. You've never seen creatures like this before. It's really odd.
Right.
It is really odd.
All right.
Here I can try to zoom in on their token a little bit for you to give you a better look at what they kind of look like. Let's see if
Yeah, I
it'll-
can't really see what they look.
Oh.
Oh.
That's kind of what they look
That is
like.
kinda
They have
scary.
these massive.
Yeah.
Oh.
They look mostly orcish, but they look blended with something. Almost like a.
They almost look like a lion and an orc and a like a bull, minotaur.
Chimera?
They do have a cat-like feature to them. That's weird.
Yeah. That's what they look
Lion-O.
like. I forgot about the map. I'm gonna put the map on for Twitch. I apologize, guys.
Fun.
Yeah. So basically, they just surround
Yeah,
you,
show the
just
stream
taking
what
these
they look like.
drastic, just trying to swing at anything that they come across. And that ends their turn, bringing us to at the end of the swarm's turn. Brinthark is going to use a legendary action to make a whip attack against Lachlan as he's floating above. That is going to be a 24 to hit, Lachlan.
Yeah, that I think that's gonna hit me. Yeah.
Rolled
Remember
crit-
the time I joked about taking like levels after this level in something else, and we all thought it was funny? Yeah, that's not gonna happen, is it?
So, Lachlan, you take 21 points of slashing. Oh, wait. Yes. 21 points of
Ouch.
slashing damage,
Okay.
plus an additional 13 points of lightning damage. And I also need you to make a strength saving throw for me, Lachlan.
Okay. Real quick, can I use my uncanny dodge to half that? It's a reaction when
Yep.
when an attacker that I can see hits me.
Yes,
Cool.
you can.
So does that half the whole thing? It would reduce the whole
It would
34.
It would reduce the whole 34. That's correct. Yep.
All
So you take half damage from that whip attack, but you still need to make that strength saving throw.
Okay.
It's basically he's trying-
I'm good at strength,
He's
Michael.
trying to pull you up with the whip.
Okay. This is a strength saving throw. This is my saving throws? Yeah, these are my saving throws. Oh my gosh!
What'd you get?
An 18!
An 18 on.
After my -1. After my -1.
Unfortunately, is going to fail this strength saving throw. So
It's like
he pulls you 25 feet up, and you're like, the whip eventually just unwinds like the bottom of a yo-yo, and then it just lets you go, and you're standing there and you're just floating like You're coming up a little bit. You can see him. You get like face to face with him, and he's just smiling at you. And he just lets you fall.
And I can't feather fall because I already used my reaction.
You did. So you're going to land on the ground and take 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh! And I'm probably knocked prone too, right?
You'd be knocked prone, yes. As you land on the ground. And that ends his legendary action, which brings us to your turn, Lachlan.
Okay. So I'm laying there, face down, on the ground,
and actually,
terrified.
And actually, as you're terrified and screaming, and you're landing on the ground, like laying out, look at him. He just casts a quick glance over at Molfin, is like,
"You see, this is going to be so much fun."
That may have been a mistake on his part. I guess at my eye level, I probably see Vix also laying there looking pretty miserable as well.
Laying there with my face on the ground.
Yes.
And with a mouthful of
fire.
Flames
Oh,
just
yeah,
flames
fire
just
too.
licking all over his back.
with a mouthful of dirt, I'm going to like reach out toward him from I'm close enough. I'm like 40 feet away from him, and I will cast. I can only cast at a low level, but I'm going to ask Ilmater to send the healing word to give him 3 health.
Oh,
Nice.
Look at that.
Lachlan, I'm
Vix.
so proud of you.
Vix, you have 3 hit points as you feel the heat of not only the fire, but the warmth of Ilmater's healing power come over you.
Yeah.
That's a bonus action, right? The cast.
That was a bonus
There you
action.
go. Fantastic. Well done.
So then I guess I'll kind of stand up, brush myself off, spit out some dirt.
Okay.
I think a teeth went with it. Oh well.
A couple teeth. Yeah. Oh, my
Yeah.
Didn't you lose teeth in another encounter as well?
Yeah, I'm running out, man. I'm gonna need some.
We need to take Lachlan to the dentist.
That's right.
There's a reason I drew Lachlan with his mouth closed. Like, there's no way.
Every
Like a
other
hockey
week,
player.
he's doing his artwork.
And I guess I'm gonna try to fire my arrows up at the Grimthark.
Yeah, he's 25 feet above you, so.
Okay, and I have disadvantage because I'm terrified of him. I'm in abject fear.
Yep, disadvantage.
That's it. I'm still gonna fire twice because of my haste.
All right, yeah.
This would be a 26 and a 24.
Gosh,
Really?
dang,
Really?
With disadvantage, you hit both
Yeah,
times. Nicely done.
Okay.
Nice.
I don't get it. I'm disadvantaged. So there's no world I get anything resembling a sneak attack. That's okay. I'm gonna hit once and then twice. Okay. Dishing it back.
18 points of damage.
Yeah.
Well done, Lachlan. Thum, thum, firing 2 arrows. Even in your fear, you seem to just focus and steady the bow as you fire those 2 up at Grimthar.
Hands trembling. And then can I try to like shake off my fear here? Do I have the opportunity to do that, or is that?
You can make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Wisdom saving throw.
Mhm.
Alrighty. And this isn't like a charm or anything, right? Or magic? It's just normal.
No, this
oh,
is
yeah,
just this is
the
just
thing.
fear. Yeah. Oh,
Oh.
still afraid, Lachlan. Still very afraid.
Shouldn't have shot him. Shouldn't have shot him. End turn.
And turn. At the end of Lachlan's turn, Grimthark is going to use 2 legendary actions, taking him
Wait, what?
taking him out of legendary actions for the remainder of this until his next turn. And he looks down at Lachlan, pulling the arrows out and holding them and just crushing them in the palm of his hand, and looks at you and says,
You might be useful. How's about I get a new right hand to help me out?
I need you to make a...
No.
Where is it? I think this is a wisdom save. Let me double check. Not finding it here. Yes, I need a wisdom saving throw from you.
It's not magic.
This is what would be considered a charm effect. So I guess that would be magic.
It's not a spell, though, right? Because it's kind of like an inherent demon quality. I'll just do it. No. Wisdom save! Oh no! That rolled a 12!
Can I gift my point of luck?
I wouldn't be very merciful if I didn't. And titles are important to me.
Unless you're a dark Sith Lord tonight.
I will allow it.
Which game are you in right now, Michael?
I will allow it. What side of the bed did I wake up on this morning?
I will burn that point of luck that I got from chat last week to gift it to Lachlan.
Great, Lachlan. You may make the next roll, but luck, the way it works is you forego whatever you rolled. So whatever this roll is, even if it's worse, you basically
double or nothing, baby. Double or nothing. 13. It's better.
It's good enough, but it's better.
Lachlan, your fear of Grimthark ends.
Ha!
And you start to think, wow, the kind of power I could have just to be next to somebody like this.
Oh no.
My friends must be truly evil to stop this guy. Lachlan, mechanically, your friends are now your enemies, and Grimthark is in your party.
Okay.
As he used his abyssal dominance against you.
At least he's not taking damage.
No, that's the rest of us.
I'm older, you realize that Lachlan is probably one of our heaviest damagers.
He's got sneak attack and
now
we're all
you're
surrounded.
attack thing,
Boy,
yeah.
we're in trouble.
All right.
Oh no.
That ends Grimthark's legendary action, bringing us to Norian's turn.
Poop.
Norian is going to...
Can Lachlan one-shot all of us with sneak attack? I think he can.
He might be able to.
I don't think... Victoria says, get him, Lachlan!
Get him, Lachlan! Alright.
He could
I will.
easily one-shot me.
Norian's turn is over. Vix, at the start of your turn, you immediately take 3 points of fire damage, and you are knocked back unconscious.
Yes, sir!
I rolled the 3 right on the d6.
Oh no!
Look at him! More suffering, the villain.
So,
Alright.
unfortunately, you are still on fire, and you are now unconscious. So, at the end of your turn, I need you to go ahead and make a death saving throw for me, Vix.
Okay.
I'm gonna use a luck point.
Okay.
10.
That's a success, barely. But you got one death save.
Wait, I mean...
Oh, yeah, you got it.
Don't worry, Grimthark, I'll get him.
All right.
Please tell me you're saying this all out loud.
Probably. Lachlan has never been one to have discretion or...
Yes, he's never wholly held back before,
Reserve.
right?
I'm literally crying from laughing.
That brings us to Diana's turn.
Oh my god. So much has happened. Oh my god, okay. Okay, so Vix, currently unconscious and on fire.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is how far away from me again? How far did Ashlyn take me?
She took you all the way to the tower, so you are currently 75 feet away from Vix.
Okay. I have one other question.
Yes.
If I were to use, like, Channel Divinity, would that count as a spell, and then would I no longer be able to use a spell bonus action?
Channel Divinity is an action to use, so it'd be your action to do Channel Divinity.
It is not. It is technically not a spell. It is part of your domain. It is your inherent ability. So technically, yes, you could use a bonus action as a spell.
Yeah. If you wanted to use Healing Word and Channel Divinity, you could, in essence.
You can do that.
Sweet. Okay. I will, in the midst of this swarm of orcish tiefling hybrid things, I'm not sure if they look like devilish or anything like that, or like anything that is usually the antithesis of my abilities, but I will cast Channel Divinity, Radiance of the Dawn anyways.
Ooh.
And let me get to it. Okay. As an action, you can use Channel Divinity and present your holy symbol to dispel any magical darkness within 30 feet. Each hostile creature that doesn't have total cover within 30 feet must make a Constitution saving throw, DC 18, or take 2d10 plus 15 radiant damage, half on a success.
Wow.
All right.
Yeah.
Wow.
Rebuking some stuff here.
You said that was a
Nice.
You said that was a wisdom saving throw?
Constitution saving throw, so DC 18.
DC 18. So all 3 of the ghasts fail from their mob.
Nice.
Okay. The mob immediately surrounding you. 3 of them succeed, 1 of them fails. The mob
Okay.
around Callista, because you said within 30 feet of you? Gosh, that's powerful.
Yes, 30 feet.
The mob around Callista, 2 succeed and 2 fail. So you get 3 of the orcish-looking guys, and you get all 3 of the ghasts to fail.
Sweet.
So you're just gonna roll.
take
You're just
it.
gonna do 1 damage roll, and then that will determine what this does to everybody there.
8 plus 15.
23?
Yeah.
23 points.
Yes, 23 points of damage.
Wow. The gas.
Or half as much on a success.
That's half as much on a success. The ghasts, surprisingly, are all still up, but look awful.
Ooh.
Like they've been this radiant light just kind of consumes the area and bursts out from Diana as all the ghasts with their nasty withered tongues like sticking out of their mouth, looking to eat some flesh, and they start to wither and scream out in pain. These other creatures, you can see that they've taken some damage too. 23 points. But are still up. And you said half as much on a successful save?
Half, yeah.
So it'd be what?
Half as much on a
11?
successful save.
Is it 11 or 12? It's
11.
It's 11 points. Got it. All right.
And then for my movement, after I do that, I am aware I'll probably take opportunity attacks. I accept those. I will take my movement to rush and get like I'll do like a whole 30 feet. I'll do my whole 30 feet of movement to get like mathematics 55 feet from
Okay. Yeah, so you can go
Vix? If I'm 75 and it's 30.
Yep.
Math.
10,
I
20,
don't know
That would
it.
be
30.
45 feet.
You are running.
Numbers are swirling above our head.
Keep in mind, you are running directly by Grinthark and Lachlan. So you're going to be getting closer to them. Just so you know. So currently you are
Looking at my hit points, like
you're
Can Lachlan one hit me?
you're 40.
Well, I have a bow. I'm wielding a bow, so I don't think I can.
You are 40.
Unless I whap you with it.
You're currently 45 feet away from Vix.
Alrighty. Okay, well I already said it, so it's canon. I will cast Healing Word from this position where I believe I should still be able to get... It's 60 feet range. 60 feet range? Yes.
Yeah.
So I should be able to get, like, Callista, Lachlan,
Oh, you're doing
Vix.
math healing word?
Ooh.
I'm doing Mass Healing Word,
Oh,
yeah.
Mass Healing Word. There we go.
Oh.
I'm doing it at 4th level. So yeah,
I'll take
60 feet range, rate area, 60 feet area
Okay.
slash range.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So go ahead and
Hopefully
go ahead and
I'll
roll
just
for
see
that.
how it is.
I did roll a natural 19 on the opportunity attack from that mob. +7, I'm pretty sure is going to hit you. So you do take 14 points of slashing damage on your way out.
I also cast this upon myself.
There you go.
I deserve it.
This is going to be the episode where Vix is up, Vix is down, Vix is up, Vix is down, Vix is
Yep.
up.
So that was a phenomenal. The math is so hard to do right now. 5 + 2 is 7, right? Yeah, 7 points of healing to everybody who
7
is
points.
within 60 feet of me.
Now, is Diana giving
high
that to
number.
Lachlan as well?
Yes, because even though I was not aware that he's my enemy right
true,
now. And
true.
also, that's
It burns! It burns!
I
He is acting a little weird the closer you get to him.
just call out. I'm like, Lachlan, are you good?
Get away from me!
Hello?
Oh, he's got the bow pointed towards you, Diana. Oh gosh.
That's not funny.
That's not good.
Molfin, you do hear some things happening from the greenery behind you. It seems that some of the druids are rushing towards your location. It looks like they still have a good bit of time to come, but it looks like the turtle and the furbog and a few other of the druids are coming running from the safety zone. It's going to take them,
Okay.
as far as mechanics go, it's going to take them 2 rounds to get to where you guys are, to where they can do anything.
God, Solus, when you need
Bringing us to the top of round
Where's our
6.
ship?
Space vessels have been left on Thursday nights, folks. Sorry.
we get a spelljammer.
Molfin and Ashlyn, you guys are both up.
I can see Lachlan pointing the bow at Diana, right?
I would say so. Yeah, that's what Lachlan did. Yeah, looks like Lachlan's
Yeah,
turned his bow against one of your friends.
Let the dice decide.
Are you gonna kill Lachlan?
Okay. Molfin is still has one eye sort of hairy eyeball on Lachlan, but is still looking up at this flying pantsless bag of something. And is just gonna sort of start to reach out a little bit and just start muttering and moving his hands and look up and say, "This one," pointing at Vix, "is mine. And that other one now that I don't know what's wrong with him, but we'll figure that part out. In the meantime, go away!" I'm just gonna cast a spell out, and dead center between Lachlan and this creature,
Okay.
I am creating a 20-foot radius sphere. And I need an intelligence saving throw from both Lachlan and the creature.
Intelligence. Save.
Okay.
Okay.
Mine's 18.
18.
Wow. Save.
You save. Wow.
So half damage for Lachlan.
Runs in the family. It's genetic.
Grimthark got a 24 on his save.
Okay, so he is going to take half damage as well,
Okay.
as a familiar burst of psychic energy erupts from that spot. Unfortunately, he will not have muddled thoughts, but ooh, I will take that. That is 13, 17, 20, 24, 29, 34 points of psychic damage.
Ooh.
So
34?
that's 17 to each of them.
17 to each. Lachlan, you take 17 psychic. So you got a massive headache. Diana, you're witnessing all this. You see Molfin cast a spell, this strange burst of... It almost looks like, you know, heat rising from the road as it bursts out. It creates that little blur effect, and you watch Grinthar kind of reach up and grab his head quickly, and Lachlan's also grabbing his as this takes place. What else would you like to do, Molfin?
Oh wait, do we roll a d6? I'm technically still on
yeah,
fire,
you,
I can roll
yeah,
my d6.
yeah. At the start of your turn, you take 5
Oh,
points.
okay. That's,
5 points of fire damage.
well, thanks for just wiping out my
Yeah,
healing.
there you go.
I rolled a 5. I was like, oh, maybe I'll get a point or two back. Nope.
You burn and immediately
then-
heal.
And then, seeing that this guy is pretty much running away from me, I'm going to use my movement. Yeah, 5, 15, 20, 25, yeah, and then I'm actually going to use my bonus action to Misty Step
Okay.
right next to Lachlan.
Oh. Okay. He's point blank pointing his bow at you as he's...
Master, watch out for this one. He's the most powerful wizard in the land.
Pulls the dagger.
Ooh, boy. Things are getting
Oh dear God.
Even when he's loyal to this evil thing, he's still complimenting Molfin.
Yes, yes, yes. It's great. That I think ends all of Molfin's actions.
Molfin's,
So Ashlyn, it's your turn.
Vix is alive after Diana's healing now?
He appears to be conscious, but he is still on fire. He's moving around a little bit there in the darkened soil that's laying on the ground there.
He'll be fine. Okay. I was gonna run and put him out, but... Fine, I'll run and put out Vix because I feel... Okay, no, okay, alright. There's not much I can do anyway to hit him because he's 25 feet in the air still, right?
He is 25 feet in the air, yes.
Poop. Alright, I'm going to do... I'm going to... Oh, I should put Vix out. Vix is gonna die. Alright, so I'll run the 70 feet. Can I... Oh, man. Is that running through Lachlan's space if I get there?
Technically,
And he's an enemy now.
yes, he's considered an enemy, so you wouldn't... You'd have to run by him, and if Lachlan chose to, he could make an opportunity attack against you. But he is wielding his bow, so he probably wouldn't be able to.
Yeah. I would sneer menacingly.
Okay.
Very good.
I'll take
Very
that.
good.
Alright, I'll run 70 feet. Put Vix out. You can sneer menacingly at me now.
Okay, so that takes that takes your action to put him out.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Vix is no longer on fire. As you pat out the flames.
And then I will bonus action how's Diana looking? Not like I can heal you,
Diana,
but I can stand in front of you.
She's like, decent 3/4 of the way.
Okay. And I'll take patient defense and stand in front of Vix's body.
Okay, patient defense. Very cool. Alright.
That's it.
Peric is going to use his bonus action to cast a spell called on himself called Guardian of Nature. It's a bonus action to cast. You, Callista, you can see that his skin starts to look more like bark, and his hair almost transitions to like leaves and stuff as he transforms into this tree-like guardian standing there. And he's going to use a cantrip. He's just going to go ahead and Thorn Whip one of these guys in front of him. And rolls a natural 20.
Always a solid plan. Thorn Whip's pretty reliable.
So that does 6d6 damage totally destroys
Yeah, it does.
one of these ghasts that was surrounding him. So that mob is now just those two very badly hurt ghasts. And he's going to stop his turn there and just hold his ground as he has that new power up going. Callista and Riled and the giant spiders are up.
Shit. Alright. Well, I'm gonna stick to my original game plan. I'm gonna moonbeam the bad boy that's got Lachlan
Okay.
at 4th level.
4th level moonbeam cast on Grinthark. Okay.
Yes.
Draw a shape.
Why would you hurt him? He's glorious.
Spell save is 19. I think it's a con. I'll double check. Yeah, it's con.
On. So you're just putting it right on him?
Yes, sir.
Alright, right on him. Constitution saving throw. Let's see what we got here. He's rolling really good. And it doesn't help that he has advantage on his saving throws on these. That's a 32.
Okay, well, he takes 32 damage, so half.
Half. So that's 16 points of moonbeam damage.
Well, it would be on the start of his turn, honestly.
Okay. Okay, I'll just honestly though, he goes like right after you guys. So I'm just gonna go.
Right,
I'm just gonna go
okay.
ahead and mark it now, just so we don't forget.
And
Molfin, you can see the Grinthark being consumed by this cylinder of purplish moonlight. You've seen it before. You know what it is.
Oh, yeah.
I think I've been in that before.
I
You
think
have.
you've been in it a few
Okay.
times, probably, Ashlyn.
Yep, yep.
Callista is slow roasted many of us.
Yep.
happens.
Feels
Uh,
burning.
I don't have a bonus action, but because I'm no longer in my elemental form, I will pull out the scepter. And that is my turn.
Okay, pulling out the scepter. You got it. Riled is kind of right next to you. What will Riled do? Let's see what... Riled is more of a support guy. Doesn't really have much staff of power left. He kind of burned it all out. Boy. He's going to try to cast... Let's see. Okay. What is in range? He's going to try to cast Web. It's a 20-foot square, like cube. So he's going to try to knock out some of these...
Oh, and Michael, I don't know if this affects anything on Grinthark's turn, but it is radiant damage.
Got it. Thank you. Here's what he's gonna do. He's gonna. Oh, not. Oh, I don't want to. I don't want a circle. I want a square. Do it. What are you doing, Michael? Come on, with the program. Not very good at drawing shapes on roll 20. I'm gonna do this. This area is gonna become a web. As he casts that there. And what that does is it makes this all difficult terrain, and it lightly obscures the area with all the spider webs. They're anchored within the basically they're like sticking to this tower. So they're anchored all over that and clinging to the tower. And each creature that starts its turn in there has to make a dexterity saving throw. And if not, they are restrained in the webs until it can break free. So the start of this mob's turn, they'll have to save out of this, or they'll be trapped. So that's what Raold's gonna do. He's also sees an opportunity where he could probably move back a little bit. Moves over to, and he's gonna get like behind his spiders. And the spiders are gonna go ahead and make attacks against these ghasts to try to see what they can do. One of them will be made with advantage. Flanking with Peric. Natural 20.
Nice.
The other one, natural 19. They both hit.
Ooh.
Way to go, spider friends. 3. Got here. Oh, wow. The one that rolled the natural 20, flanking from Peric, destroys the ghast. The ghast falls down dead as the spider is just gnawing on its shoulder. The other one, 2 8s on 2d8s, also kills it.
Wow.
The spiders
Nice.
take out the remaining mob of ghasts, ending the spider's turn. Actually, you know what? They'll just use some movement. They'll move up. They don't care about webs, so they're just going to move closer to the webs.
Mm.
This one's going to run over here. That ends their turn, bringing us to Grinthark. He takes his damage from the moonbeam. He's going to move out of it, still flying, shift around, flying above Diana. I'm going to move the dead Brock out of the way. Looks down towards Diana.
I see you're a problem. Looks like I need to take care of it.
And he's going to make his 2 attacks against you. His first with his whip.
Warding flare.
Warding flare. Disadvantage on the whip attack.
Yeah.
Ooh, boy. Here we go. Disadvantage. $27 to hit. Disadvantage. You take 21 points of slashing damage. Plus an additional 8 points of lightning damage. And you need to make a strength saving throw for me. He tried to do the same trick he did with Ashlyn and Lachlan, pulling you up towards him like a yo-yo on a string.
Oh my gosh.
That would be a 7.
Yes, you are pulled up 25 feet.
Love it.
And at the peak of where you get let loose, he does that same thing where he basically sets you up for his longsword attack as he comes across with his longsword at you. That's going to be a 33 to hit.
Oh dear.
Oh yeah. Yep.
So, that is going to be 3 of these. $26 points of slashing damage, plus 19 points of fire damage, and you are on fire.
Oh no. Are you down?
Are you down?
Okay. I just it's really interesting. See, okay, so earlier there was damage by an attack of opportunity, which I forgot what it was. So I was just like,
I think it was like 14 or 13 points. It was somewhere around there.
Okay.
I would say 13.
I took off 15 because I couldn't remember. So we'll say 13. So
It's 13.
I have 2 HP.
2
Love that.
HP.
Love that for me.
And
okay.
and you fall 20 feet.
Oh, okay.
You're a meteor. You're a burning.
You're a meteor headed towards the ground. You take 6 points of bludgeoning damage and you're prone on the ground. Are you unconscious as well? Since you had 2, that would put you out.
Done.
So in one swift turn, Grinthark pulls Diana, shocking her with the electricity of the whip, and then comes across with the sword and just drives Diana back into the earth. Reminiscent of when Vix used the Big B's hand to spike the decrepit-looking vulture into the earth.
I'm a cleric, not a volleyball.
Grinthark just lets out a laugh.
How entertaining this all is. It could all end. It could all end very quickly by just simply giving up the shard, you fool.
Can I just say that he took 1 turn and dealt over like 76 points of damage to me?
He's a pretty tough boss here. This is a pretty tough guy. The mobs get to go, so they have to save where they're in the webs. So that first whole mob has to save. Every single one of them in the first mob fails. So they are all restrained within the webbing. The one that is... That also fails. So every single one of them in the web they're all stuck in the webs. And they can't really move or do much. So there are 3 left in the mob. So that only means that 2 get to attack at Callista. So that means only 1 strike is going to come through to you, Callista, on your turn. So you take 11 points of slashing damage. As they seem to be just honed in on you, just trying to attack you with just almost a barbarian-like rage. And that ends the swarm's turn, bringing us to Lachlan.
Oh no. Question for you, Michael. Question for you.
Sure.
What's my motivation, director? No, like, is Lachlan conflicted here? Like, he's worshiping this thing, but he also acknowledges the history of these people. He's like, why are my friends so dumb? Like, why don't they get it? Or am I full on Dark Lachlan, like, right now?
Right now, imagine if a demon had possession of your thoughts. How would you respond to your friends if a demon controlled your thoughts?
At me, bro. Come on.
Right here, Lachlan.
They're all like taunting you right now, Lachlan.
No, I mean, it's literally how often did it happen? What would Molfin do?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like he hasn't had any influence at all over the years on what could possibly.
But I mean, so like, there's no inkling of like, I still care about these people or anything. I'm like,
that would be for at the end of your turn when you make your wisdom saving throw. That would be that part of your memories starting to try to make their way through. But right now, you are just like, I got to do everything. I got to do everything to help Grinthark.
all right, then I'm gonna disengage from Molfin with my cunning action. Uh-oh.
Bonus action disengage, okay.
I'm stepping away. I'm gonna, since he zapped me in the brain so hard, I'm just gonna loose a sharpshooter right at him.
Right at sharpshooter. Molfin, yes. A special arrow or just a regular arrow?
I don't. I mean, I think I have to be. I mean, Lachlan is ruthless. I probably have to do a poison arrow.
Sure. Yeah, do a poison arrow. Why not?
Oh, is he immune to poison? He's like, at this point, is he?
You might not. Lachlan might not remember. You know.
Oh, here goes nothing. This is gonna be a
Molfin's gonna throw up shield as he sees his arrow coming, so.
Okay. I think I'm hasted, so it's gonna be 2 shots.
Two shot. Yeah, he's still hasted. Oh, did you make a saving throw? Is that concentration?
Is that? Oh, you're right. I didn't make.
You took that
my...
psychic damage.
Yeah, that's a good point. That would have been I would have rolled a 21, which
that would have saved.
17. Yeah,
that would have saved. Yep, you're still hasted.
Phew.
So that's a 22. Minus 5.
Minus 5. Yeah, so it's a 17 and a 13.
With shield, both of those. Oh wait, no, with shield, both will miss.
Both miss. So Molfin cast his shield spell, and both of your arrows, it's your deflect off of his shield. Even
those arrows are.
Does that end Lachlan's turn as he just looks at you with hate?
I think I'm gonna try to get a little more clearance with the rest of my movement here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and I'm hasted, so I'll go a little further.
Lachlan getting out on the edges of the battlefield. You got it.
Yeah. And then do I get to like start to resist the effects of this at all?
You can make a wisdom saving throw at the end of your turn.
A 20?
A 20. Lachlan, as you're backing away, you... What am I doing? I just attacked Uncle Molfin. And you fight the urge. And you are no longer charmed by Grinthark. And you're immune for the next 24 hours of his dominance.
I missed it?
At point blank.
Sorry.
You missed him. Yes.
Gramps, don't tell anyone about that one, okay?
Molfin is still glaring at you with the dagger in his hand like this.
He's gonna kill Lachlan next round.
Norian goes, and he does his turn. That brings us to Vix, who doesn't take any fire damage at the start of his turn because he's no longer on fire, thanks to Ashlyn, who's standing above, protecting him.
Yay! I'm gonna get up and swallow the dirt that's in my mouth, and then I'm a dirty, trash-eating kobold, Kristy. Don't look at me like that. I'm gonna healing word Diana at second level because that's the highest spell slot I have.
Wow, a healing.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much.
11 points of healing.
11.
Ooh, thank you.
Diana, you're still laying there on fire, and you start to feel that pain of the fire as you wake up.
Oh, I lied. I have third level spells, but oh, you know, I already did it. Second level it is. And then I can still cast a cantrip as an action, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna look at the big demon guy, and I'm just gonna say, you know, for somebody who claims to be so powerful, you sure don't know how to finish the job. And it's vicious mockery.
Okay.
I
need a wisdom save.
Wisdom save. There's an 18 save?
That's it.
Oh,
that
man.
beats.
I rolled really low on both dice. He has advantage on saving throws against that. So he's able to... So it doesn't... basically, I think cantrips, the way it works, it's either save or suck, I think is the way that works.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So,
best I had.
Unfortunately, kind of ignores you, Vix. He's not really paying you much mind.
It's all right.
If you want to stand up and use half of your movement, you can, or you can stay here behind Ashlyn, who seems to be protecting
I'll stand up.
Okay. You got it.
I'll stand up, but I'll stay behind Ashlyn because She's strong.
That brings us to Diana, who now has 11 hit points, but is on fire, so takes 3 points of fire damage at the start of your turn.
Diana, run!
Yes, absolutely. Okay, so question. Is it an action to put myself out?
Yes, unfortunately.
And it's a D6 for fire damage?
D6 at the start of your turn, every round. While
I
you're on
can
fire.
survive one more turn with fire damage. That is A-okay.
Diana's gritting through it, being on fire.
Molfin's gonna see her, just give her a thumbs up, like, yeah, I've been on fire for a while.
Run
too.
to
Molfin's been on
Callista!
fire the whole
I've been
encounter.
Diana has, like, I don't know if there's degrees of concussions, okay? But by this point, Diana's been knocked out, like, 3 times, okay? Whatever concussion she has, it's, like, on par with, like, football athletes, okay? She's doing whatever she wants at this point. Let's see. Okay, cool. Grimthork is still is within 60 feet of me?
Yes. He's looming over you,
Okay.
20 feet above you, just, like, hovering with his wings.
Okay, cool. If I were to move, would I be susceptible to an opportunity attack?
You are not 100% sure.
Okay.
You do know that he was able to reach you with that whip that got you in the first place.
Oh my. Okay. Okay. This is complex. Yeah. Okay, I don't have any way to get it. Okay, is there any... Do I know how... If I were to move, like, 15 feet away from him, do I think that that would prompt an attack? Or like you already said, I have no idea.
You don't really know. You know that whip can hit you from where you are.
Yeah. Okay. If you really think about it, I've been knocked unconscious so many times, I don't know if I'm afraid of it anymore.
If you're going to cast something, you can always cast first, then move.
The thing is...
You're out of range,
wait.
aren't you?
No, my thing is that I'm within range, and it's an area effect, and I'm trying to not be in range.
Oh, got you. Got you.
Actually...
Yeah,
if
you
it's-
can aim higher, like a higher point, if it's like an AoE type thing, because he's flying above you.
Okay.
You'll have to cast
So-
it on your head.
Yeah, true. Okay, so 10-foot radius is the spell's area. Would I be able to get him but not me still?
It
Or
depends.
like if I cast it like at an adjacent angle type thing?
Yeah, it just depends on what the spell is and what you're trying to get it to do. Like, because if the spell says like a spot you can see within range, then you can just designate the spot. If it says a creature, then you'd have to like target a creature, and then whatever like it goes out from there. Some of them are cubes, some of them are cones. Like it just depends on what you're trying to do. And I'm not sure what spell you're thinking about casting, so I don't know the answer to it.
What about a column? What about a vertical column?
A vertical column.
Yes.
You'd be able to miss yourself.
Yeah, you'd be able to miss yourself with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I cast Flame Strike at 8th level.
Whoa.
So that's 4d6 fire damage and 7d6 radiant damage. So I'm going to just make a lot of rolls.
Okay.
Get my calculator out
is it
open.
a saving throw or does it just automatically hit? What is
It is a... Let me see here. It is a Dexterity 18 saving throw. They take half as much damage on a successful save.
Okay, he did save, but before you get rolling too crazy, I'm just gonna let you know that the fire damage this spell does is not going to hurt him at all.
Okay.
But the radiant damage will. So you can roll whatever radiant damage that you're doing, and then we'll half that total for his successful save on your flame strike.
Where is my calculator? Where's the calculator?
We have our old friend Carrot Rope in chat.
Okay.
Yeah, I was about to say, we just had
Carrot
Rope showing
Rope!
up.
Welcome, Carrot Rope. It's been a while. Glad to see you, man. Hope you're doing well.
Mel Gibson himself.
Mel Gibson himself. That's.
One must wonder, is a Carrot Rope like a Nope Rope?
Need to get some Zaw some more dice. She needs more dice.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was 27 total. So thus for radiant damage. So thus half for
So is that
his take,
13?
and he said that
13 radiant?
yeah, and
Okay.
yeah, and you said that fire damage had absolutely zero effect whatsoever.
Yeah,
so
as you're watching him be consumed by this column of fire underneath you, you can see that it is affecting him, it is hurting him, but it seems to be like the fire around him just doesn't seem to have any effect.
I understand. Alrighty, and then after that, I will just.
I forgot about his dang fire aura.
He's probably gonna take a swing. I'm just gonna evacuate the vicinity and try to get behind it.
Yeah. At the start of
No, I'm not gonna go
it's up to you.
no.
Because I forgot about his fire aura that I should have been keeping track of.
Oh.
But that's
Do I-
but
I mean,
honestly,
I'll take
honestly,
the
he's
damage.
flying above you guys, so it wouldn't
Okay,
have any
okay.
effect right now. So it's all good.
All right, then cool. I
Gonna try to get out of there.
Yes, because you know what? He's gonna take a swing at me anyways, and I can't heal myself anytime in between, so it's fine. I wouldn't be able to heal myself to any capacity where he would not kill me immediately anyways. So
So you're gonna stay put?
no, I'm going to leave.
Okay.
Whoa, I dropped my phone. I'm going to evacuate the city.
Evacuate. As
He's
you
gonna hit me.
as you
no matter what,
evacuate, he's gonna
no
give it
matter
a
what.
shot. It's gonna be a 32 to hit you.
Yep, saw that coming. All right, Diana's going for nap time again. See ya.
How many hit points do you have?
Whole whopping 8.
8. So I'm not even gonna roll for the damage because there's no way that he can get under that. So
Yeah,
you're unconscious.
and we're done.
And you automatically fail your strength saving throw to resist being pulled up,
yeah.
and then you fall 20 feet, which is an automatic death save when you hit the ground.
Cool. Super cool. I have health poultices on me if anybody wants to not waste spells.
That will
How
end.
far did I get?
You're right where you started.
Diana, you're a healer. Why didn't you heal yourself?
You got a little away, he pulled you up, and then you fell right back down.
Listen, he was gonna get me one way or another, whether it was on his turn or mine. I was like, let's just get it over with.
The druids on their turn are still dashing towards you guys. It looks like they're one round from being close enough to be able to do anything to help. That brings us to the top of the 7th round.
By the way, Diana did get a from Inkweaver. Got a
Oh, what?
player inspiration.
Oh, Diana,
Thank you,
player inspiration. So you have an advantage on a roll that you would like to use.
Oh,
Thanks.
that's
Thanks.
gonna come in handy.
Something to
Thank
save
you.
for death
And he said,
Yeah.
yeah, he said if you need it for this.
That's a good one.
Thank you.
That is a good one. Well done. At the end of Diana's turn, because technically it's still the end of the turn, even though he made an opportunity attack, that was a reaction. Grindark is going to use one of his legendary actions to move. And he's actually going to move hovering over here outside of the moonbeam, but right above Molfin. About 25 feet above Molfin. And that ends his legendary action, bringing us to Molfin and Ashlyn. Molfin, at the start of your turn, you take 1 point of fire damage because you're still on fire.
Let's see. Do I gain any? Bloody fuck! I rolled a 1.
Well, you've zilched that damage out. Yep.
Sorry for the cursing.
You're good.
Molfin is going to look up and just go. Saves me from having to chase you down then. And I'm going to bonus action Misty Step
Okay.
up onto his shoulder.
Okay.
And then immediately reach out and cast a spell while grabbing the top of his head.
Okay. Melee spell attack. I believe you roll for that one.
Yep.
You gave your luck to
That is a nat
Lachlan.
20.
Oh!
Wait, what?
Natural 20. Oh.
So that is going to be...
Pimp slapping this thing?
Oh, dude, you get no idea. I am burning my 6th level spell slot to cast Vampiric Touch because I need health.
Oh.
So that is... I'm going to roll this in roll 20 because I'm not going to take like 30 minutes to roll 12d6.
12d6. What a natural.
Call me
You know
out.
what, I'll just, oh, no, not 4 divided by 8. And the cold. It's going to be 12d6 and then 2d8 for the hand. So it's a total of 65 damage. Of that,
how is
10,
what
15,
kind of damage
hold on,
is this?
15. 23 is cold.
Okay, let me write that down. 23 is cold.
And
Are you gonna
42 of it is necrotic.
32 is necrotic. Okay.
So
30 or
23
40?
cold and 42 necrotic.
So just to
42.
just to make this simple, he is resistant to both of those types of damage. So he's going to take
okay,
half.
so
of the
basically halves the damage.
Yep.
That's 64. So 32.
32 points of damage.
You were on Lachlan?
So you start to suck some of this life force out of the creature. His what could be veins under his flesh start to blacken, and immediately you start to feel like almost this fear about him as he's starting to look really withered. Some of his flesh is starting to blacken. He's not looking so good, Molfin. But Molfin, since you touched him and made a melee spell attack against him, you are going to trigger his aura attack, or is it aura effect? So you do take 7 points of fire damage from doing this.
Oh, okay, so that just lowers what I heal back some. But...
And you are currently on his shoulder.
Yep, and then Molfin's just going to hang out up there.
Okay.
Pretty much because I got no way to get down.
At the end of your turn, he's going to use a legendary action. He looks over at you, looking damaged, looking hurt, but he smiles. A strange smile on his face. And he's like,
Great. Exactly what I wanted. You saved me the trouble.
and he's going to try to grapple you with his legendary action. So you need you need to either make a dexterity or athletics against his athletics.
Something tells me he's probably stronger than me, but athletics. Just straight roll. Okay. 22.
17. You jump out from his hands and rush to the other side of his shoulder blades. He does not grapple you.
Oh, then. Wait, will he?
You take 26 points of fire damage. No, I'm just kidding. All right, Ashlyn. I believe that's the end of Molfin's turn.
Yep.
Ashlyn, you're up.
You're also muted.
You're still muted.
Sorry.
There you go.
25 feet in the air still.
Yes, 25 feet in the air still.
Okay. I'm gonna run up to him. And hold an action. In action to when he whips his whip, I want to grab onto his arm
Okay.
or his whip, whichever's lower.
So the trigger.
Like if he whips his whip out, I want to like try to grab onto it so he pulls me back up.
Okay, so your reaction is, or your action is going to be to try to grapple the whip.
Yes.
Okay.
Or his hand, just something of his.
Anything of his that gets within your range, you're going to try to grapple it.
Yes.
Okay. You got it.
Not without being too specific, yes.
Yeah, okay.
And I'm gonna call him hey, listen, you. No, I wouldn't know that big word. You poultry, come at me, fraternity, sir. And I'm gonna end my turn.
Make an intimidation check.
Okay.
Oh.
16.
16. He does hear you, and he looks down.
Okay.
But then he smiles once again, and he says,
I have no interest in you any longer.
and he looks at Molfin, he looks at Molfin on the corner of his eye over there, trying to give him a wet willy, and he's like,
I think I have what I need.
"End your turn."
Yep, end my turn.
Okay. That brings Perrick up. Perrick is going to... He's got this effect on him now. But he does see... He does see Diana over there. And he sees that a lot of these guys are trapped up in webs. So he's actually going to run over to Diana. And he is going to cast... He's going to cast Regenerate.
Ooh. Dang.
On Diana.
Okay.
You touch a creature and stimulate its natural healing ability. The target regains 4d8 plus 15 hit points.
Oh.
4d8.
Thank you, Parrot.
For the next minute.
Tell me
Yeah.
that we know that he's handsome.
Oh my
Please tell me that this
lord.
is like I wake up and like the hair is dramatically like flowing behind me and I'm like Eric.
You get
Like
36 hit points back. And indeed, it does look like that. Other than the fact that you feel this warmth completely consume you, and you look deep into his eyes, and that's when you realize it's the flames of the fire that are still consuming you. It's a very
the flames of the fire. Yes.
because you're still on fire technically, but also for the duration of the spell, the target regains 1 hit point at the start of each of its turns.
I love it.
So at the start of every one of your turns, and it's not concentration.
Sweet.
And if you had any of your
Cool.
body parts severed, they also restore after 2 minutes. So they regrow.
Oh, I did almost cut off my finger at work. I'll take that. Thank you.
Unfortunately, Perrick did get an attack of opportunity against him from one of those guys, but
Oh.
it was a disadvantage because they're restrained and only rolled a 2, so they miss. That ends Perrick's turn. At the end of Perrick's turn, Grindark is going to... Huh. Well,
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
he can't do that yet. He's going to use his legendary action to attempt to grapple Molfin again.
Athletics again.
Athletics or acrobatics.
What the... 19?
Damn it. 19. So when a grapple check ties, it doesn't change the current circumstance. So Molfin, you are not grappled.
It's like a ferret, like running from
It's you're just dodging out of the way. Yeah, you're fighting against him using the power of the hand of Vecna to like push away his. Why won't you just? He's like trying to grip you.
God.
That's
Thank God for a +5 for strength.
Callista and Rild are up next.
Someone save me.
How much did Diana heal again? Sorry.
Make him hit me.
36 points.
36.
36.
Mhm.
All right. As my
Get
action,
down here.
I'm gonna move my moonbeam over him, hopefully trying to miss Molfin, but I'm not sure if that'll work. But I will try.
Yeah, it'd be really hard with him running back and forth on his shoulders.
Well, that's his problem, not mine. I need to take this guy out because he keeps killing my girlfriend. So I'm gonna hit him with the moonbeam.
Sure, so you're moving the moonbeam back over top of him with your action?
Yeah.
Alright.
Yes,
Maybe
sir.
he'll
And
move
that's,
before it's my turn.
I rolled really good. That's 36 radiant damage.
36 radiant. He has
Whoa.
to, is that Constitution save?
Con save, yeah.
Con
Well, probably 18
save
for him.
is for 18 for him. Oh yeah, he's gonna make that save. That's like a 28.
Yeah, my save is a 19.
Okay, yeah. So he takes half of that.
So he takes 18 damage.
18 damage.
18 would be. Yeah.
Molfin, you need to make that
And-
saving throw as well.
Okay.
Well, you know what? Technically you make the
I'll
save
roll it now, just
in
it's
case.
the start of my turn,
Yeah.
just in case he decides to sit there and not move.
Right. Go ahead. Yeah. Go ahead and roll it, and then just write a note.
That failed.
Oh, you're gonna fail. Okay.
Yeah,
How much
so
was-
how much was that? You said 30.
36 total, sorry.
36. All right. So you still have a bonus and a movement.
Yep. Bonus, because I'm tired of seeing her fall, I'm gonna healing word Diana
Okay.
at 3rd level, I believe. Yes.
Right. 3rd level healing word.
I have a great idea for when we're at a battle. You guys should have a hand fasting ceremony. Okay, that's it.
I saw on Twitter someone going on a rant about how, like, your healers need healing too. And I'm like, don't worry, I'm the healer. They heal me
That's
because I'm always dying.
yeah, 15 points of healing.
15 more points of healing to Diana. As she is seems to be
Nice.
looking a lot better now all of a sudden.
Thank you. I am halfway there.
Peric's kind of looking down on you and is like, "Are you okay?"
I would like to imagine that in my head, Diana's heavily concussed, but Diana hears like music, like harps, sort of, and there's like a glistening light like radiating down on him, and she's just like, I think so. I think I'll be okay. That's
It doesn't seem that the fire is bothering you much.
Oh, we did hot.
I'm getting ready for hell where I'm going.
I'm not going to.
The giant spiders are just going to go ahead and attack, unless you're going to move, Callista. I didn't know if you wanted to move out of there or if you were staying put. No? The giant spiders are just going to go ahead and take advantage of these guys being trapped in webs, and are going to make attack rolls against these mobs. One is unfortunately going to miss, even with advantage. The other one will hit,
Okay.
so we'll get some damage going.
Spidey boys.
Spidey boys. These spiders have been hanging tough here. I'm surprised they last as long.
Hanging tougher than our cleric.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Ouch.
9
Ooh,
points.
burn.
9
Literally.
No, that's the fire.
Hey.
9 points of damage. And they do get to... Actually, they have to make a save against this. They're not immune to it. And fails against the poison. So it's additional 2.8 to D8. 2 8s.
Wow.
That's
You
23.
like those loaded D8s.
That's they take half. So that's total of. Okay, so he's up to. Ooh. Yeah, he's not looking too good now. That spider bite. Riled is. He's got to hold concentration on the web to keep them restrained. So he can't cast a concentration spell, but let's see what else he's got in the tank. Already used that. Can't use that. Can't use that. He's kind of in a bind with what he can do. He's got one more. He's got one of these in the tank. 60-foot range, 30-foot. Diana, how are you looking now? You looking better?
You asking me this because you're gonna target me?
No.
I am at 51 out of 108.
Okay.
So
still
I'm
bleeding.
steady, but he can still get me.
Well, seeing that you are having some trouble over here,
Oh, I thank you.
Raud's gonna come over. He's actually gonna use his action to put out your fire.
Wow, that's
Oh,
so
nice.
So you are now no longer having to deal with that. Is Mass Cure Wounds is a action to cast. So he's just going to hold his ground, and he's going to just stand over top of you and kind of hold the Staff of Power out, looking up towards Grimthark, and just try to protect you as much as he can.
Aww,
What would Raud do? That's what
so
Raud would do.
nice.
At the start of his turn, it's Grimthark's go. That's when he would have taken the damage from the Moonbeam. I already applied that. At the start of his turn, Molfin, you are currently on him, so you're in his fire aura. So you're going to take some fire damage at the start of your turn.
Start of my turn or his turn?
His turn. Start of his turn. Excuse me.
Okay.
So the fire damage that you take, 16 points of fire damage, just from being in proximity to his, just his ultra heated form. And he's going to use his first action. Actually, the first thing he's going to do is he's going to move. He's going to fly. Well, no. He's going to do his action first. He's going to try to grapple you again.
I just want him to land. Man.
I am going.
I just want him to land.
I'm going to use my.
Yeah, me too.
I'm going to use my DM's inspiration on this roll to give myself advantage.
Oh.
Thank you, Derek.
Can I gift my player inspiration to Molfin?
How do you want to gift it to him?
Molfin, I've been reading your thesaurus, and I think you are exemplary and enigmatic. Please, fight on.
Sure,
That's good.
I'll allow it.
Okay. That was a 2 on the first one.
Oh.
Ooh.
I'm gonna be honest. I rolled a natural 1 on the first one.
Ooh.
23 on the second.
You are shitting me right now.
No, I rolled an 18.
I rolled a 23 again. Molfin still avoids the grasp of this creature as he's running back and forth, trying to avoid. He's getting super frustrated right now. He just can't grab you. But he has multi-attack, so he's going to do it again.
Oh, no.
But this time he doesn't have advantage. He's going to try to grab Molfin again. This is just a straight roll.
17.
12.
Yes!
So he's gonna move. The question is, Molfin, you're technically not held by him. So it's up to you. Do you want to go with him, or do you want to let him move out and you just fall? Because you're just on his back. He's trying to grab you and make you... He was trying to grab you so he can move you against your will. He cannot do that right now. So it's your will.
So basically, Molfin's going to basically just sort of take the ride, see where he's going.
Okay. So he's just going to fly this way. With you on his shoulder. He can fly up to 120 feet. So he's gonna get a pretty far ways here. He's gonna fly all the way, kind of like to the end of this broken tree over here.
Oh, okay.
With you on.
Once you go there, up that works.
And then he's gonna end his turn in that location, kind of pulling you away from the rest of the group. He used his actions, blew those up. Used his movement. Yeah, that's all he can do right now. The swarms get to go. They're going to try to break out of the webbing. Only one of them can break free from the webs over here. That one breaks out. Other one does not. So we still got 2 fighting at Callista right now. So they're going to try to attack Callista and score a hit with a 9 points of slashing damage to Callista. That's really all the swarms can do. They've been really held up by this web that Raud had cast. And that brings us to the end of the swarm's turn. It is at the end of the swarm's turn. Grinthark looks right at Molfin.
Fine. We'll try the other way. Why don't you just come along with me?
And he grins. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw for me, Molfin.
Is this considered a magical effect?
It's considered a charm effect.
Hold on, let me pull up and see what it actually says here.
I mean, it's not really like, it's not a spell per se. So I don't know if...
Yeah, it says I have advantage on all intelligence, wisdom, and charisma saving throws against magic. Doesn't specify spells, but I don't know how this...
Yeah, I would call it magical effect. So yeah, you have advantage. I'll give you advantage. I know it's like an ability, but it doesn't specify spell. It doesn't specify ability. I always get confused by that because, you know, what's the difference between just an innate ability of somebody and magic? You know, I don't know.
Right.
Because some creatures are inherently magical, so it's like... Yeah.
True. So they're magical, so then you have advantage against anything that they do against you. So it's like, I don't know.
23?
23 saves. You fight against the urge to follow along with this individual. You
haven't picked up Little Dragon Corp yet. Do it.
The dice are rolling well for Molfin tonight. He's on fire. He literally is on fire. He's been on fire this whole encounter.
Yeah.
I'm afraid to extinguish myself now. If I put myself out, my luck will go away.
Lachlan, it's your turn.
All right. I'm just cracking up watching Molfin like scurrying around on this thing's shoulder. It's just like, oh, and then just like take a deep breath, like, ah, and I'm gonna steady aim.
Okay.
Try to get a nice shot on the fleeing figure of this foul demon that tried to take over my mind and make me do horrific things.
All right. So
I'm
advantage
going
on
to,
your attack.
Yeah, and I think I get advantage on the first attack. I'm still hasted for another like 2 turns before I pass out, so we'll see how this goes.
So
But
the aim,
but anyway,
the bonus action aim only accounts for one of your attacks. Is that what you're saying?
my assumption is that it's your next attack and it's not like for the whole turn. Who knows?
Okay.
I
mean, you can double check on the wording on that just to be sure if you want to. I mean,
to the aim,
because I know that's from Tasha's, right? So that's a new ability anyway. Yeah.
To get advantage. Oh, that's not the actual wording. I think that's probably just some stuff.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah. Yeah, that's just somebody talking. So we'll just take it on the first one. Boom, boom, boom. So I'll do my first attack. Okay. The first one, 27, which I suspect probably hits, and then the second being hasted would be a 24. If that's
24 is gonna hit too.
All right, and the first one, I do have an ally within 5 feet.
You do.
Nice.
You do. You have an ally within 5 feet. Sneak attack applies.
Okay. So, an 8, 37, 48 damage.
Go ahead and describe how you take Grinthark down, Lachlan.
What? All right.
He had 33
just,
hit points left.
Watching Molfin just absolutely torment this mighty egotistical creature brought low by a little gnome scurrying around his shoulders. And I'll just look for that perfect moment, just like right at the nape of this thing's neck, like kind of using Molfin a little bit as like a guide, but then also like judging it back so that the minute he gets away, just loose an arrow to.
And while this arrow is traveling through the air, Grimthark's looking at Molfin with just hateful rage, and it's like,
why won't you just come with me?
And he goes with both hands to try to like grapple Molfin off of him. And as his hands are kind of looming over you, Molfin, you can hear the of 2 arrows stick into the back of Grinthark's neck. And you look over, and there they are, perfectly placed arrows in the back of Grimthark. His eyes widen. The yellow glow from his eyes starts to fade a bit. And he looks over at you, Molfin. He's like,
you fool. That crystal you possess will lead Orcus right to your doorstep.
That's what he wants.
and then his whole form begins to glow with this beaming, hot, red energy. And all of a sudden, his body explodes. As Molfin is engulfed by this torrent of super hot orange and red flame.
Oh no.
He has a ability, Death Throws. When the Baylord dies, it explodes. And each creature within 30 feet must succeed on a dexterity saving throw.
Oh no.
Good luck, Gramps.
Oh god.
That's crazy. What? Am I within that?
No.
Am I still 20 feet below him?
He flew way away from you guys.
Flew away.
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys are lucky that he flew away.
Yeah.
So that didn't go so well.
Uh-oh.
Molfin.
That's a 16.
16 is going to
Better
fail.
I'm
than-
not great on dex.
So, on a failed save,
Oh no.
you take 20d6 fire damage.
Holy crap.
Oh
What?
dear.
Molfin, I have a mechanical
I
question
rolled
about your...
What?
very poorly. You take 55 points of fire damage.
Molfin is still alive.
Yeah.
And
How?
you fall 25 feet.
And you're too far for Featherfall.
I rolled 2 1s, so you take 2 points of bludgeoning damage as you impact the ground.
Molfin is still alive.
But Grin,
Heads are on fire.
but hands are on fire. That's right.
Yes.
But
So-
Grinthark, after the fire is dissipated, there's nothing left of him. Weapons gone.
Oh, that whip sounds cool. Damn.
All it is just smoke on the opposite side of that tower from what you guys can see as that explosion occurred. Anything else you'd like to do, Lachlan?
That's all I can do in turn.
All right, that brings us to Norian. Norian takes his turn, and Vix. Vix is up.
Diana looks okay. I probably saw Molfin explode in the distance. Would you say that my boots are still active?
Yes.
It says they're active for 10 minutes.
Yeah, I don't think that's concentration. I think if you just click them together, they just stay active for that amount of time. And it's only been 8 rounds, so it hasn't...
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the unconsciousness like canceled it or something.
I wouldn't say so.
Okay, well then I will move up to here. And then how far away am I? Still too far. Well, I'm gonna point the swords at one of the guys. At this guy, sure. I'll put the spider at risk. I'm gonna use some charges of the sword to cast Ice Knife.
Okay, sure. Which guy were you aiming at once again? Can you ping him one more time for me?
Yeah, this guy.
Okay, sure.
I
think
so.
Is that an attack roll? I think
I make a ranged spell attack.
You will have advantage because he's restrained.
Okay. 24.
That's gonna hit.
Then they take 1d10. So that's 7 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And then it explodes, and each creature within 5 feet has to make a dexterity.
All right. So all 3 of those guys and the spider. Dexterity save. 1 succeeds, 2 fail. And the spider fails by rolling a natural 1.
The fails only take 3 points of damage.
Okay.
That's it.
Oh, if they
that's my
succeeded,
turn.
they don't take any damage.
They don't take any. No.
Okay. The fails take 3 points of damage. Okay. That ends Vix's turn.
And that's it. Yeah.
All right. Ending Vix's turn, bringing us to Diana, who is now waking up, seeing Riled and Peric and Ashlyn all standing around you, protecting you.
Oh, I love it. Am I still in Peric's arms?
Yeah, of course. Why not?
I just take a moment and I'm like, okay, and then I get up.
Okay.
And let's see. Considering everything that has happened, I'm going to do a mass healing something. Let me just check my spells because I've used a lot of higher levels right now. Okay. Cool. All right, I will do mass healing word at Yeah, we'll do at 4th level on let me see here. It's Riled, Ashlyn, Peric, and then is anybody else within 60 feet of me?
I think
Callista.
Lachlan is, too.
Callista is.
Vix.
Vix and
Vix and
everyone,
Lachlan?
but
Yeah.
Molfin, yeah.
Lachlan's okay. Like, if you need to skip someone, he's skippable.
Yeah, same for Ashlyn. She's okay.
I am beat.
Oh no, Molfin's way out in the boonies on fire after getting blown up.
Molfin, how far away are you?
85
100
feet.
give or take.
Yeah.
85.
85 feet. If I move 30 feet towards Molfin.
Unfortunately, you started your turn prone, so it would take half of your movement to stand. So, but it would still be. Still think you.
It would still be 60
I
feet,
don't think...
right?
No, 15
No.
feet, you'd only be
No.
70.
75.
Yeah, you'd still be out of range.
Molfin's fine, he's got
Stop.
17. He's
Okay,
got 17.
I'll just
He regenerates. He's like a
I'll
lizard.
just cast it. I'll just cast Mass Healing Word for everybody that I'm next to.
Oh, and I forgot,
Alright.
Diane, at the start of your turn, you got 1 hit point back because you have regenerate on. So
Love it.
Oh, nice.
Alrighty. 2d4 plus 5 for everybody.
So for those of you at home, we found out what Molfin would do tonight. Molfin will get blown up. By Lachlan.
Well.
Lachlan couldn't shoot him with an arrow, so he blew him up with a demon.
It almost worked too.
using the demon to get the job done.
3 plus 4 plus 5.
12.
12.
Yay! I'm seriously trying to find where I put my calculator at. I can't find it on my
So
phone.
that's 12 healing to
I know you
Peric
did.
as well, and
Yay.
all those
Yeah.
guys. All right, yeah, that helps.
And then that was my bonus action. For my main action, the mob that's still present. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. They're within range, I believe. Oh, I went to the wrong section. I'm on D&D Beyond Mobile, so I am.
You got it. Yeah, you're within.
navigating.
You're within.
as
You're,
best I can.
the farthest one away from you is 40 feet.
Love that. So, I will do 40 feet. Okay. I will move 15 feet now to get a little bit closer, so that way they're within 30 feet of me. I think they'd be 25 feet. And, then I will do another Channel Divinity. Are they undead?
You're not sure.
Okay. We'll do Channel Divinity to turn undead anyways.
Okay.
As an action, you present your holy symbol and speak a prayer and bring undead, each undead that can see you. Oh, that was the cat. Love that. Yeah.
So they have to make a saving throw if they are undead.
Yeah, they.
or- Is it only undead?
If it's turned
Um,
undead, it's only undead.
Yeah, it's only undead that. Yeah, maybe I should have used Radiance of the Dawn instead. Can I use the same Channel Divinity twice?
Yes, you
Yeah.
can. You can use Radiance of the Dawn. If you have.
Alrighty, cool. I'll do Radiance of the Dawn.
Okay.
Yeah, do that one.
Okay. So they have to make a saving throw.
Yes.
Is that?
DC 18 con.
Do they have to be within 30 feet of you?
I believe so, yes.
Okay, so it would probably benefit
I don't
you.
get 3 of them.
It'll only get 3.
Crawl forward a
If
little
you
bit.
if you move forward 10 feet, you get them all.
Well, the 15 feet that I was going to move.
Oh yeah, you can use that 15
Yeah.
feet. Sure, is that what you want to do? Move 15 feet closer?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, please.
Yeah. So yeah, you can get them all. So they're making their saving throw. What is the save? Con? Did you say?
Con DC 18.
18. Gosh. On 18. Wow, out of the first 5, only one of them fails.
Hmm.
And for the other 3, that's so only 2 out of all of them failed the save. So what does that mean?
They take 24 points of radiant damage.
Do they take a half if they succeed?
Yes, they take a half if they succeed.
So 24 you said, or 12, right?
24, yeah, so 12 for half.
Okay, this one is destroyed. Off to the side there. This one is looking pretty bad on the left side of the group. And the rest of them, this one in the webbing is destroyed. And the rest of them are consumed by your radiant light and look badly injured by it.
And then that's everything that I can do.
This one's also destroyed. And that one is also destroyed. As they get burnt up within the webs. They let out this terrible snarl as they die inside. Some of them just going limp inside these webs. That's end of your turn?
Oh, yeah, sorry, that's everything that I can do.
Alright, the druids start running in. I don't have tokens for them, so you're just going to have to theater of the mind this. It looks like a lot of them are coming in. They're using their actions to cast spells on themselves, and it looks as if their flesh looks a little bit more bark-like as they make their way. And they're probably a little bit behind Lachlan, so they just got into the point where they're just close enough to cast the spell on themselves, and they're kind of in the fray looking to see how they can help out as much as they can. So that ends that round, bringing us to the next round. Top of the round is Molfin and Ashlyn. Molfin, at the top of your turn, you take 5 points of fire damage.
You're muted.
You're muted, Matthew.
Damn it, I was doing so good. So, yeah, I take 4 points of fire damage because I managed to heal for 1.
Okay.
I'm gonna yell to you. Find the turd that betrayed my father. Please, with your magic eyes.
Norian is still at large, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, get over here so we can kill you.
I'm just
Sir.
running all over.
I am screaming!
Ashlyn and Calista are screaming at Molfin. 2 different conflicting things that they want you
Yeah.
to do.
It's like, what?
Actually, let me
What?
see.
What?
If that,
What do I do?
let me see if that's an action or not. Okay. So it's an action. So Molfin is going to, well, first half my movement to stand up.
Okay.
And then start moving, zoom in. I move 15 feet closer, and then bonus action, Misty Step towards the group.
Thank you.
Maybe a little more over this way instead, not getting too close to those things.
Sure.
And then, as my action, I'm going to activate my third eye and give myself the ability to
Sharingan.
enter the ethereal plane within a 60-foot radius.
60-foot radius, huh?
He's
Yep.
literally Sasuke right now. I hate
Yeah.
it.
And literally just start sitting on a swivel looking to see if I can see this guy.
Looking around as you're...
Heck, wouldn't he be more like Kakashi because he's got the...
Yeah.
You're looking around, you don't see Norian.
It's halfway back to the whatever by now.
Yeah, I have a plan for that later.
Molfin will yell over towards Ashlyn. I will keep my eye open, but I don't see anything as of yet.
Alright.
That'll end it.
All right, Ashlyn, your turn.
I'm going to run up to these dudes, these ugly dudes.
Ugly
like,
dudes, you got it.
Here. Yeah. And start hitting them.
Okay.
Because they're there.
You're.
And I don't think I've hit anything all game. God, this is weird.
This has been a tough encounter because all the big bad guys could fly, and they made
Yeah,
it
what the
difficult
heck?
for Ashlyn. Yeah.
Stupid birds.
Yeah. What the heck? Okay, so I'm gonna take two. Gonna take 2 swipes to the guy.
You have advantage.
I'm flanking with Callista. Yep.
Yep.
So that's a 11 plus 12. So 23
23.
to hit the first one.
Excellent. You hit.
For 13 points damage.
I'm gonna let you know because I think your sword doesn't your sword do extra damage against fiends?
Radiant damage, yes. Against fiends.
These are considered
2d6 radiant
fiends,
damage.
so you do an additional 2d6 damage on these guys with that sword.
Ooh, plus 8
So how much was that total?
to that. So that was 13 plus 8, so 21.
21 points of damage. Nice. And you have a second attack?
Yeah.
Actually, before you make that
Yep,
second
I'm gonna
attack,
do it against the
these
same
guys,
guy.
before you make that attack,
Yeah.
these guys have a special ability called Unbridled
Sure.
Fury. In response to being hit by a melee attack,
Sure.
they can make one melee attack with advantage against the attacker
What?
for their reaction.
Ooh.
That's an 18 plus 7. 25?
Let's see.
Yeah.
25. I'll use my reaction so that misses.
Oh, okay, what are you parrying?
Yeah.
Or-
It is the defensive duelist feat. So I just swing up my longsword and bang, right off
The
of that.
katana just deflects their its grace sword away, and you can go ahead and make your second
Yep.
strike. Nice.
Yep. So against the same turd face, that'll be a 25
That
for
hits.
the advantage.
Don't forget about the extra damage.
5, 6, 9. That's 16 points of magical damage. So
Yeah.
I don't know if it was 4 points of radiant
Mhm.
and 5 points of magical slashing plus 7 goes somewhere. Not sure? Question mark.
Absolutely. Callista,
Okay.
you see the 2 swipes, and you hear the ting of a parried attack, and then you see another quick flash of a blade as this creature falls down in between both you and Ashlyn, motionless on the ground.
Hi Callista, sorry it took so long. Love you. Okay, hold on. And then I'm gonna flurry of blows and try to take out this one south.
Okay. Yeah.
South.
You won't have advantage on these because you're not flanking.
Can I walk to 10 feet below me and have advantage on it?
You can, yeah, if you want to flank. Sure, if you have movement left to do it.
Yeah, I want to flank.
Absolutely, you
I
can.
do. I've got movement out there. Well, I see, dude. So that's a 17, but a 9. So it's a 17, so that's a 29 to hit.
That hits.
Oops, I need a D8, and this is not radiant because it's just my thing. So 6 plus it's just my fist. So 6 plus 7, so 13 fist damage.
13 fist damage.
That's how you draw.
It's going to use its reaction to do that same thing that the other one did. Make an attack against you
Sure.
with advantage.
Mhm.
That's does parry like last for just one attack, or does it last for your whole turn? Do you know? Does it say?
I think it's just one reaction.
Okay.
Yeah.
So roll a 15 plus 7, so it's
let me just-
22.
Nope.
Nope. Misses. You do parry this one again.
misses.
Ping! You
Yeah.
pulled the sword up, and you got your other attack.
So-
Your flurry of blows. So you come
Yep.
across with an elbow this time.
Yeah, 17 plus 12, so
Yes,
I'll
that
hit
hits.
again, and then 8 plus 7, so 15 points of punch damage on that too.
Callista, you're watching this happen. As Ashlyn shifts over, you hear ping, ting, another deflection. You see the creature topple back a little bit after a thud, and then you see an elbow come in, and the creature just swiftly turns its head around and looks towards you, and just goes. It just falls down onto the ground. Dead.
Remind me about that hand fasting ceremony idea I had. I'm really excited. Okay, alright, bye.
She's always so much.
Sorry, I know, I'm
No.
sorry.
Let's just like watch that happen in quick succession in like less than 6 seconds. Takes down 2 guys, and she's just like, all right.
All right.
Enter.
Peric gets to go, and he's going to just. So he casts a regenerate on Diana. Got her sitting pretty well there. He is going to. He's going to move up, and he can do this within 30 feet. So he's going to move up a little bit, and that one that's still restrained over there, he's going to go ahead and just Thorn Whip. That one that's restrained. Just going to throw a quick Thorn Whip out there. Advantage. That's good, because that wasn't very good. That was even worse. A 2 and a 1. So those miss, unfortunately. So Peric's going to stand his ground. He looks back and sees that some of his druid companions are coming. Quickly, this way. And just kind of shouts over towards them. Peric's turn is over, bringing us to Callista and Riled and the spiders.
All right. I'm just gonna move the moonbeam over the last 2 up in the web.
Very nice.
As an action, I'll kind of reach my hand out and just swing it around.
Constitution saves, I believe. Order. Those are both going to fail.
21 radiant damage.
21 radiant
And
damage.
Yeah, and as a bonus action, I healed Molfin for 14 with
Oh.
Healing Word.
Healing word to Molfin. And just for the sake of brevity, I know that damage won't come till the start of their turn. But their turn is coming
Right.
up soon, and they get fried within the webbing. And
Nice.
both of those creatures cry out in pain as they are now limp within the web. And you guys are out of combat encounter. Been a long
I
time.
say, Molfin, you up for a ride? I have an
Oh,
idea.
no.
Sure.
I put Molfin on my shoulders and I start running.
Hold on,
towards
hold
the
on, wait!
direction-
Master Molfin, you have to put out the fires! I'm gonna start patting the fires out. That's on his body.
Okay, okay.
Oh yeah.
Molfin, you are now no
I forgot
longer
about
lit on
that.
fire.
I will walk more towards Molfin and cast Mass Healing Word for everybody who's in his vicinity within 60 feet.
Yes.
Ooh.
Sorry for almost killing you, Gramps.
Honey, honey, honey.
Peric,
4 plus 5, 9. 9
probably
points of healing.
Peric, who probably didn't see anything that Molfin did, looks extremely panicked. He's like, "Oh no, we have to find it. He had the chest," and he starts like looking like he's going over to where the explosion occurred, see if he can recover.
Maybe
this
it was
thing.
destroyed with him.
I don't know if it's possible, but
Molfin's
That
going to
was-
call him over.
that was a very powerful artifact. I don't think that a simple explosion could destroy it. It's got to be here somewhere.
Molfin's going to open the bag and pull his chest out and set it on the ground.
What is that?
Molfin's going to open it towards him and sort of pull out and hold up the demon's belt.
Peric looks at you and smiles. You got it.
Sets it back in the chest, closes it. And now pulls out the little chest and touches that and just makes his chest vanish.
Okay. So you got the small
puts it
chest that
away.
he had?
Well, no, his belt is in there. I'm taking the small chest out that I keep. That's my focus for that spell.
Yeah. The belt of the Baylor, Grimthark, does have a little bit of a ching of coinage in it as you're holding on to it.
pull the coin out, leave everything else in it to go through another point, and then banish my chest back to the ethereal realm.
So you're going through the.
While
you're
the
pulling the
group
coin
is
out.
kind of convenient,
Yeah.
can I just quickly use 2 charges on my scepter to send a message to the king and let him know that Dorian's a fucked up motherfucker?
Yeah, you can.
Do that. Thank you.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Callista's taking a moment to send a message to the king that Dorian is a devil or something. Don't trust him.
Winged, shirtless being.
Yeah.
You do get he can respond, right?
He can.
Okay. You do get a response back. Well, I will. This is kind of astonishing. Thought he was loyal, but I will keep my guard up. Thank you for the warning. And that's all you get back. Molfin, there were it wasn't a ton of coinage. But there were 3,400 gold pieces in that belt pouch as well. So 3,400 gold pieces. There was also this. It looks like a chunk of volcanic rock. It looks like a lump of coal. There's one of those in there.
Something bad, man.
And then, other than that, it was just the chest that he had taken out of this tower. Those were the things that you found.
The turd of
inside.
Vecna?
Just might be.
I want to run over. I want to run over and grab that robe and that staff that the bird guy dropped.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And I'm gonna bring it to Callista and give it to Callista because she gave me items, so I must return her items.
Oh wow. Callista.
Yes, sir.
Make a history check for me.
Oh, alright. Let's use my new little dragon die.
There we go. Thank you, little Dragon Corp.
Oh my god. That's a nat 20. Let me check what my history is.
Boy.
I'm telling you.
Yeah,
folks,
every time you show for them.
A little
you
dragon
show for
die.
little dragon, you roll well.
22.
22.
Nice.
Being a druid, you have heard that during the wartime, during the War of the Silver Marches, when the orcs were coming out of the mountains and trying to invade the north, the Lady of Silvery Moon created a very small number of special staves that could be used by trusted spellcasters. You think this possibly is one of the it's a staff of Silvery Moon, you think? Which, if it is, there were only roughly about a dozen of these made.
How the hell did he get a hold of this?
Parrot kind of looks at you and he's astonished, and he starts to kind of recognize what you're recognizing. And I don't have any idea, but I do know that, I mean, there's still many ruins below. Could have just been buried and they could have stumbled across it.
What else did they stumble across?
Well, I know for sure that cloak, they couldn't have, they've had to have stumbled upon it as well.
Shit. That's not good. Makes me wonder what else they've taken already.
Well, I mean, like, the bird didn't have anything else. That was everything that the bird had.
I mean, it's a pretty good item to have.
Molfin, as they're having this conversation, because you rolled so high on a check previously about this location, what brought Grinthark down before was a pair of legendary blades. It's said to have, when the elves who were successful in defeating Grinthark, They use these blades, and if you crash them together, all of a sudden the blades break apart, and a torrent of these blades just goes zinging around, and they multiply magically, making it like, you know the spell, what's the spell where just the daggers fly all around?
Cloud of daggers.
It's Cloud of Daggers, but it's a 300-foot
Jesus.
hurricane of blades.
It's overkill.
It's very it's probably one of the only artifacts that a lot of mages have been. There's a lot of people out there that have been looking for them to study them. Have never been found.
Study.
And have been missing since Grinthark's demise a while back. I have the specific name for them, but I have to double check on my it's on my desktop, which I have Discord over top of right now, so I can get that to you later. My apologies.
Is the Staff of the Silver Moon with the lesser
Yes,
on D&D Beyond?
it is.
Okay.
That is what it is. But you technically don't. You know what it is, but you don't know what it does yet. So don't go too far
Right.
into it, unless
Right.
unless somebody can identify it for you or you attune to it.
No, that's right.
Hey, Molfin, do you mind if I see the gemmy thingy for a second? Or 10 minutes?
A second or 10 minutes.
Second or 10 minutes.
Molfin looks at Diana a little bit. What is your thought? I have concerns.
Well, I just want to know more about it, so I was just going to cast a spell that would tell me things about it.
Molfin's gonna look at the group. And then look at Diana. And in giant say, I was given a warning by that beast. Orcus can sense it. Once it is on this plane, it will draw him to us.
In giant, I will say back. Well, I'm not afraid of Orcus. And I feel like if this is the weapon that they say it is, I want to know how to use it.
In giant, I say,
Hey, Ashley!
please stop dicking around. Everyone needs a break. Do not touch it. Leave it alone. Please, pretty please. I love you so much, guys, but just for an hour. Just
Ashley,
let it out.
do not summon shit to this
1
plane.
hour.
Molfin, assuming Ashlyn is still holding Molfin, Molfin's just gonna sort of like hug her head to his side a little bit. Oh, and look down, comment. Thank you. I did not really want to say that to her.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm not afraid
alright.
of the bloody thing, but I'd rather not go pick an argument with it at the moment.
Alright, I'll save it for later.
Vix, are you still bloodied? Are you
Pretty bad.
Alright, well.
Can we teleport somewhere
I'll
and
cast
rest?
Cure
Taking
Wounds.
my girlfriend's ass 3 times.
Hi, I'll cast Cure Wounds at 5th level since I'm not using Legend Lore on Vix. That's 5d8.
Okay.
You also get.
Ryald walks up to the 2 giant spiders and kind of pets one like under the chin. It's like,
Yeah.
You get 15 from me, Vix.
well done.
Yay!
Well done, my friends. And then he like snaps his fingers and the 2 spiders just vanish out of
Oh,
existence.
thank God.
Yeah.
Can we
good
go
call.
back to the your swanky pad, Peric, and take a rest by any chance?
Oh yes, absolutely. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, we do have some more healing if any of you need it. We are all capable of helping out with that.
Probably a good idea. We don't know
Yeah.
what else they've got or what else they have planned.
In Druidic, I will say, Uncle Molfin needs it a little, but he'll never admit to it. So just pretend. Okay.
Alexa starts giggling.
Are we not worried about the guy that just like walked away?
I don't know how to find him, but I
Short
have
of taking Uncle Molfin on my shoulders and running through the forest, no, I can't do anything.
Vix, you get 31
But that was my
points of
initial
healing
idea.
from me.
But I can see him if he, assuming he is
If he gets too close, you'll see him, right?
within 60 feet.
All right. Well,
Is
Do you
the
think he's-
tower like crumbled, or is it like potentially able to shield people?
Yeah, it can shield people. Yeah, it's not.
Does it go deeper?
You want to go take a look?
Sure.
Okay. So Vix.
how about we take a rest before we go? Yeah, I'm gonna grab Vix. I don't want. Let's stay
Long
together.
rest.
I also agree with Ashlyn. Like, let's.
I mean, I was just gonna take a peek. I wasn't gonna go. I was just gonna see.
A lot of
Hey,
things
you
came out of that
Chinese
tower.
buddy, Yeah,
that's true.
I put
You
your
have
fire
1
out and
minute.
shielded
Run.
you. No, no.
Don't give him a minute.
I cast invisibility on myself and I go running into the tower.
Okay. Vix runs into.
It was nice knowing him.
Vix just vanishes all of a sudden. But does your sight that you have on Molfin allow you to see invisible creatures or just the ethereal plane?
Just ethereal for
Okay.
this one.
Okay. So yeah, you don't see him as well. Vix, you go to where these creatures kind of like busted through the wall. It's a hole in the wall and it's dark inside. But do kobolds have dark vision, right? I think they do.
Yeah. We have sunlight sensitivity.
Oh yeah, right. So you peek in, and there's just this massive hole that seems to descend down like a cave. It looks like it has some ways of getting down there, but you'd have to like, it's kind of like crawling down like a cliffside or something like that. There's plenty of places where you could get handholds and crawl down, and it descends, but it just descends into darkness where you can't see anymore. It seems these creatures that came up through here, Grinthark and all his buddies, like burrowed up or crawled up through here and blasted through this floor. And that's what they were coming up through with.
All right, I'm not gonna go down there. I'm just gonna go back outside.
Okay.
Hit directly to heck.
There was a giant hole in the ground.
Lester, do you think you could collapse it?
I can collapse it in an hour. I need a rest
Okay.
before I can do anything with it.
Okay.
I
can.
need to sleep
Perrick looks
for
at
a
all you and
week.
says, if filling the hole is what needs to be done, I can do that.
What if there's treasure down there?
He looks
What
at
if there's more Grimtarks?
he looks at you, Lachlan, and he says, "I'm sure there is. Much of it was never found, but is it worth it?"
Seal me down there.
As you wish.
Worst case scenario- We can always uncover it later. Let's fill it in for now. Give us a little bit of breathing room.
Hey, Perrick walks over and he kind of holds out his hands, and he starts to do these incantations, and all of a sudden the earth starts to rumble a little bit around that part, and you see the earth kind of churn and rumble as he casts Erupt Earth, and it starts to just kind of form over top and kind of cave in that part. So now the hole is completely caved in. It doesn't destroy the whole tower. Some of the tower seems to sag a little bit, but the tower still remains.
Oh, Parapick. I feel so weak, and I could, if only you could carry me back to the place.
How
Are you
how
Vix?
hurt do you look right now, Vix? What's your hit points?
I'm like half right now, but
Okay.
I'm gonna pretend I got like a limp.
Oh, you're gonna pretend. Okay. So that.
Yeah, I got like a limp.
What I'd like you to do is I want you to make a deception check for your limp.
All right.
I'll let you make it an advantage because you are a little bit injured. So I'm gonna give you advantage on it.
All right. 19.
19. You're right, little one. I'm sorry. And he picks you up and holds you close and starts to carry you away from the.
Diana, you got competition.
Ah, yes.
I mean, I've got the baddest girl in the entire
Aw.
state, whatever this place is called.
No, that was totally in character. Cluth literally said you have competition.
I imagine like
Competition, I already won.
I imagine as Vix is being carried off, he's like looking back at Diana and probably like giving a wink.
Yeah. Sticking
I'm
his
like
tongue
I'm
out.
like squeezing his biceps, like you know.
Oh, jeez.
So you guys start making your way back towards the protected grove, the Druid Grove, and you guys are welcomed back into their grove. And you guys make your way into there. They provide you with some food for your break, as you guys all seem to relax. They give you your own you have a own little smaller hut that they've got inside there, and they allow you guys to have your own hut for a while. And Peric leaves you guys to your rest and walks with the other druids and begins to talk to them about what has occurred. Is there anything you guys would like to do here as you are resting up?
I'll do a song of rest. If this is a short rest, right?
It can be a short rest. It can be a long rest. If you guys want to take a long rest, it's totally up to
Oh,
you.
I'm down for a long rest.
I think we're all down for a long
Okay.
rest.
I am
honestly.
down for sleep.
Ashton's fine, but that's okay. We can take long rest.
At the very least, a short rest. I'm gonna try and attune to this staff and see if I'm gonna drop my ring and see if I can attune to it to get more information from it.
Okay. Well, you can just spend a short rest with it, and it'll basically
Yeah, I'll
identify it.
I'll spend a short
And
rest
then-
before I take my long rest.
And then on
with
the
it and see
then
what
on
it
the
is.
next long rest, you'd be able to do that. Let me double check, make sure what page.
Do we
this
have to
is.
worry about Norian like stirring up trouble while we're
Yes.
not there?
Probably.
Probably.
I did message the king not to trust him, that he was demonic or devilish, some sort of
Yeah.
abomination. So at least he has a Crown's Guard. Maybe they'll do better at protecting them this time. They're a little on edge after we just bamfed in there, so he might be okay.
Hmm.
I don't know where he is though. But
And I didn't see
Rim
any
Shark
sign
was
of
trying
Mama
to
walk
leave,
back, right?
and I would assume that he would also try and go to wherever he was trying to leave to, right?
It's hard to know what these beasts want.
If we take a long rest, I can look at the castle from here, kind of. But I don't have the spell right now.
I mean, if we really needed to get back there fast, we do still technically have the wind walk for another, 6 hours? 4 hours?
Oh. Make sure my father's okay.
Yeah, we could just go right now.
Well, we should do a short rest and then go?
Yeah.
I want to go now, so I can make sure he's okay, though. Can we short rest once we know he's okay?
If we get there and he needs our aid, we are in no state to provide it.
And if we
Yeah,
get there too late, then it's too late.
Ashley, maybe you and I go first, and then we hold it. Where if there's trouble, we hold it off until the others show up.
Okay.
If that would make you feel better. The last I spoke with him, he sounded okay.
Okay.
But if that would make you feel better, we'll be right on your tail.
Yes.
An hour behind if they get into trouble.
Right? But I don't think she wants to risk that. I don't think she wants to risk the hour.
Can we, like,
Bloody hell, then I'll go.
wouldn't
with-
walk outside the castle and then sneak up, do you think, Lachlan? And just take a look
We
around?
can do all kinds of sneaking, yeah.
Okay.
But I will go with them. That way there's a little more.
Are you sure?
Not at all, but he gets into trouble when he goes off on his own, worshipping strange demons.
Right.
This isn't my fault.
You did do that today, though, to be fair.
Yeah, I would have hit you if I had my wits. It's only because I was possessed that I missed. Just saying, for the record.
Also, Diana, regenerate does 10 hit points per minute, and it lasts an hour, so you're probably at full health.
Nice.
I mean, if we really have to go, we can go, but I'm pretty tapped, and I don't get much of my stuff back unless I sleep. So...
I just need a short rest and I can do shit.
Spell-wise, I'm the same. I don't have any higher level spells at this point. I have 5 spells left at various levels.
Yeah.
Or are very stealthy. There's no harm, no risk in us going there a little early and just around, right?
Scouting a little. Yeah, doing some recon. Just picking it on Dad, making sure he's okay. You know how it is
we can
with dads. Close to... maybe.
Raud looks at you and it says, I mean, I can go too if you need help. I'm still alright.
No offense, but no.
I'm sorry, I've been denied once again.
I can't let him. I'm sorry, Ashlyn. In the same way that you need to protect your father, I need to protect mine.
I understand completely.
Are we going?
Nothing else I can do for you guys at the moment.
Yeah. I'm going.
Then I'm following.
Snakes
And I
mission.
start to... Snakes!
Snakes. So, am I hearing this right?
I'm not doing this.
The snakes are going, and Vix,
My snakes are
Diana,
going.
Ryled, Callista are going to stay and have a short
Only
rest.
for an hour.
For a short
Only
rest.
for an
Molfin is going to grumble about this up until he turns into a cloud.
Okay.
Just the pissed off old man dad is getting forced to bring the kids somewhere and does not want to do it, but knows if he lets him go on his own, he's gonna
regret it.
Mom appreciates the sacrifice. It's okay.
Now, I cannot remember for the life of me, how long did it take you guys in your wind form to get to this location? I cannot remember.
We are insanely fast in wind
I
form.
know you are, but I think...
Yeah, I think it only
let's say
took us like a
2
couple
hours,
hours.
maybe 2 hours it took you to get
Yeah.
here?
Yeah, I think it took 2 hours.
Okay. So we'll,
Yeah.
we'll go with that. I hope I'm right. If not, I'm sorry, Internet. We're going to go for 2 hours. It'll take you 2 hours to get there. So basically, you guys will be halfway there when their short rest is completed. So
Okay.
you guys kind of look to your comrades.
Before we do this, will you give us 10 minutes?
Fine.
Let me
Yeah.
cast telepathic bond.
Okay.
Oh, good idea.
Good idea.
There you go.
It's granted, it only lasts an hour, but at
But
least
just in
then we
case.
have contact for.
Yeah.
During the
Okay.
rest.
Good idea.
Okay.
So Molfin will
Then you
cast
can have
that because it is possible across any distance.
Awesome. Yeah.
So we'll be able to
Mhm.
talk to them during the short rest should they need us for anything or
Vice versa.
not. But
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, you cast your incantation, set up your ritual, and you have the telepathic bond set. That does everybody, right? Including Ryled?
yep.
Okay. You got it.
Yeah, I can go up to 8 people, so
Nice.
do the 7 of us.
Okay, perfect. And all this time, no sign of the Nothic.
I'm gonna be real with you. I completely forgot about it.
Well, yeah.
See how
I do like
quickly
that.
see how quickly Diana forgets about her pets.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Oh,
You're not wrong.
So
Yikes.
you guys are
This
deciding to
week
go.
on Animal Hoarders.
Anything you're saying to the group before you guys depart, or are you just going ahead and walking out of this Druid Grove and heading off?
remind me about this awesome hand fasting ceremony idea I have for you two. Okay, let's go.
I still don't understand what she has an idea for, but sure.
Hand fasting
Molfin waits for
ceremony?
the 2 of them to walk out.
It's
You
strange.
fast your hands, and it means love.
Isn't that a wedding?
Yeah. Well, not really. It's more of a commitment.
Listen, you can't get married, okay? But we'll let you guys make like a bond in front of somebody. The marriage is illegal, but the
It's not
rest of it.
marriage, it's just a commitment.
What do they used to call that?
It's not that I don't want you to get married. You can get married. I don't care. But I just thought it'd be cool to do the thing. I think I can marry you
that's the
because I'm a
monster to get
sailor.
Locked up. They call it handcuffs. They use them on prisoners when they.
Well,
know a lot about those.
I think I can marry you because I'm a sailor, though.
Are you a captain of a ship?
Does it matter?
We used to have an airship.
We did.
Yeah.
Are we going or not?
That airship got incinerated.
You were the one that had to bond us. Are we speaking this telepathically?
I have no idea. Have we already met? Are we speaking telepathically? I am old. I have dementia.
Well,
So now I know Callista said she was going to spend her short rest with the staff. There was the robe. Is anybody spending a short rest with the robe?
Nope.
I
I'm
can
fine
I
with
can
that.
inspect it, I guess.
You're just going to try to see what it is during the short rest?
Yeah.
Sure.
I'll hold off on doing the Song of Rest to do that.
Okay, yeah, you won't be able to do both. So you either have to
Yeah.
figure out what the robe is or do your Song of Rest.
Yeah, I'm just gonna figure out the robe.
So the rest of you, the other three, are foregoing a short rest. And they are heading out, transforming into their cloud-like forms and beginning to head into the air. Windwalking in the direction of Tesselis. The rest of you, I'll go ahead and let you guys know you're going to complete your short rest. So you guys can go ahead, if you have any hit die that you want to spend during your short rest, you can. Anything that you get back during short rests, you also get back. The staff, Callista, is a legendary staff that requires attunement by a bard, druid, sorcerer, or wizard. The staff can be wielded as a magical quarterstaff. It's a +2 staff for attack and damage rolls made with it. While holding it, you also gain a +2 bonus to your armor class, saving throws, and spell attack rolls.
Jeez.
shit.
The staff has 25 charges and regains 2d8 + 4 expended charges daily at dawn. You spend the last charge, you have to roll d20 on a 1. The staff retains the +2 bonus, but loses its ability to cast spells and charges.
Mm.
On a 20, the staff regains 1d8 + 2 charges.
Oh shit.
Whoa.
The spells it includes are Detect Magic, 1 charge, Fly, 3 charges, Globe of Invulnerability, 6 charges, Hold Monster, 5 charges, Dimension Door, 4 charges, Chain Lightning, 6 charges.
Storm.
I still got more. Animate Objects, 5 charges. Pass Wall, 5 charges. Force Cage, 7 charges. Or Wall of Force, 5 charges.
Well, now I can make my own microwave without Molfin helping me.
Mm.
Has some fancy stuff on them.
Damn. All right. I mean, I definitely need the armor class boost. That's really cool.
And it is in D&D Beyond as a creation
Yep.
that I made. So it is on there.
Wow, that's cool.
It was from a different edition of D&D, and I just customized it for 5th. So, the robe, Vix, is called the Robe of Scintillating Colors. It is also in D&D Beyond. The robe has 3 charges. It regains 1d3 expended charges daily at dawn. While you wear it, you can use an action to spend 1 charge to cause the garment to display a shifting pattern of dazzling hues until the end of your next turn. During this time, the robe sheds bright light in a 30-foot radius and dim light for additional 30 feet. Creatures that can see you have disadvantage on attack rolls against you because it blinds them, kind of. In addition,
Whoa.
any creature in the bright light that can see you when the robe's power is activated must succeed on a DC 15 Wisdom saving throw or become stunned until the effect ends.
Ultimate candle.
That does
Yeah.
that does require attunement, so that would be a slot.
Yeah.
So those are what those two items were that you guys have discovered. That were presumably lost beneath Hellgate Keep for could have been several hundred years.
Cool.
Does anybody have anything that they would like to do or say here before we end?
Diana, don't forget you get some spell slots back now on a short rest.
I do not because I'm a cleric. But
Yes,
yeah.
you do because you're a cleric. On
No.
Tasha's Cauldron of Everything, you get some spell slots back.
Oh, I haven't read Tasha's, so I did not know that.
Yeah,
but
if you go into D&D Beyond, Zos, you should have access to Tasha's, and it'll tell you what new updates you have. And I think one
Here,
of them
I have
is
it,
that clerics do get spell slots back on short rests now.
Yeah, I have it. I'll send it to you. I have it on.
Probably only a small amount, 1 or 2, but you never know. Might be useful.
How's Vix looking like out of character? Do you have all your attunements in?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I will hand you the Ring of Protection if you want it.
I currently have a Ring of Protection.
Oh, all right. Well, then never mind. We just have an extra Ring of Protection now.
I'm trying
I'll
to
give
decide.
Dad. Does Dad have anything?
Oh, sure, I'll take it.
Yeah, I'll give it to Dad.
You're gonna finish that last
I think-
pizza?
I'm trying to decide if I should replace the boots with speed or not. With the scantalizing robe.
Scintillating.
The
Scandalizing.
skint-
A whole
the
different thing.
scintillating
Scintillating.
robe. I think the scintillating
Scintillating.
robe has been. It
It's
seems like
scintillating.
it seems like it's a magic item that was made for Vix. I don't know. Just something about it.
Yeah.
With what it can do,
Yeah.
bright light, shine like a candle.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
True.
Yeah.
So you guys are gonna give a ring of protection to Riled?
Yeah, I will
Okay.
hand him. I will take it off my hand and hand it to
Because
Dad.
I think all he has is the staff of power. I don't think he
Is
has any
the
other.
staff.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Oh wait, hold on.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna take the boots off, the boots of speed, and give them back to the.
Oh, you don't want the boots of speed anymore?
Thank you.
I'd rather keep on the Ring of Protection and the robe.
All right, I'll hand the boots to Dad.
All right, new
What's
new
your third
boots.
item?
This is great.
My third item is the sword.
Zog!
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, the blades, the glacier blades. So now Riled has boots of speed. All right, I'll add that into his character sheet as well.
It says, sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
You can expend, Harness Divine Power. Wait. As a bonus action, you can regain one.
Yeah, I was
less
just
than
reading.
Yeah.
I just read it and it said that you have to use a channel divinity to regain the
Mhm.
spells, and I used both of mine for the day.
Oh, okay, okay.
She did use both. Yeah, that's correct. All right. Well, as you guys complete your rest, the rest of the group flying diligently as little misty clouds towards Tesellus. That's where we're going to end tonight's episode of Kindred Lists.
Ooh.
Well done, crew. Well done, everybody.